Friends, it's day 824 of the unprovoked Russian invasion of Ukraine, and as of this moment, the Ukrainian rescuers found 16 bodies of civilians killed by the Russian terrorist strike on the epicenter mall in Kharkiv. In the description, you can find a link to the video made from the CCTV footage showing the Ukrainian civilians in the mall during the terror Russian strike. According to the local authorities, there could be much more victims because an unexploded Russian bomb was discovered not far from the mall. Considering that the strike was coordinated by the Russian UAVs, it is obvious that the Russian terrorists were doing what the terrorists do, which is deliberately targeting the Ukrainian civilians, which are openly recognized by the Russians as enemies and legitimate targets. The European Union, Parliamentary Assembly of the Council of Europe, and the United Nations condemned the Russian attack on civilians. Josep Borrell called all European countries to help Ukraine defend its skies against the terror Russian strikes. According to the Ministry of Interior of Ukraine, since the beginning of the unprovoked invasion of Ukraine, the Russian terrorists committed hundreds of thousands of crimes against the Ukrainian civilians. Think about these numbers. As of this moment, more than 119,000 criminal cases officially opened against the Russian terrorists in Ukraine. 101 torture facilities were discovered where the Russian terrorists were illegally interrogating the Ukrainian civilians. 546 children were murdered by the Russian terrorists, almost 1,500 kids were wounded, more than 2,000 kids went missing, and almost 20,000 children were kidnapped or illegally deported to Russia by the terrorists. According to Energy Club, the blackouts in Ukraine will last for at least 2 more years as Ukrainian citizens lost almost 8 gigawatts of power generation due to the terror Russian attacks. Spain will support Ukraine with $1 billion worth of military aid in 2024 and additionally $5 billion before 2027. According to Spanish Prime Minister, Ukraine will receive missiles for Patriot air defense systems and 19 Leopard 2 tanks. Karma hit Russia for snatching the Ukrainian grain. According to Ministry of Agriculture of the Terrorist Federation, due to the freezing temperatures in May, the ministry declared state of emergency on the federal level. I really hope the Russians will enjoy the memories of the taste of Ukrainian bread. Ukrainian strike drone made a new record, striking a Russian radio location station in the city of Orsk. I love the naming. Located approximately 1,000 nautical miles from Ukraine, which is almost 1,800 kilometers. The Russian station was responsible for spotting targets at extremely long range, and it was kinda big. I think it was much bigger than, 500,000 eliminated Russian terrorists put on top of each other. And the Norwegian capital Oslo will fund the rehabilitation center in Lviv, according to the mayor of the Ukrainian city. The rehabilitation center Unbroken will help children and grown-ups wounded by the Russian terrorists to receive medical and psychological treatment. It became possible due to the support from the Norwegian mayor and citizens of Oslo, and I think that this deserves a huge thumbs up from us guys. With that, my friends, I wish you all a beautiful day. I'm Operator Starsky. As always, be safe.